reason why generational curses continue to perpetuate and go around and around in a circle is because everybody wants everything to be hush hush, and it doesn't have to be hush hush, right? I have been talking about my parental wounds and things of that nature, and all of a sudden it's like, hush, don't say anything, don't do this, don't do that. No, I'm gonna say it because it needs to be said out loud. Too much of protecting perpetrators, too much of protecting people based on culture, religion, and things of that nature. There's too much protection of people who don't protect other people. It doesn't make sense. I'm not saying we have to be nasty about it, but at the same time, too, we have to be honest and say it out loud. And there also needs to be people in the family, people in your circle who give space for listening to understand and not listening to respond based on the fact that you are changing their reality by just being honest or telling your truth. You know what I mean? So essentially, if you are breaking generational curses, I urge you to keep going. Whatever you lose along the way allows for new things to form in your life. For example, I am so, I love my family, I love everyone, but the problem is they don't talk about things. And I like to talk about things, and I'm going to talk about it with everybody. I don't care what part of the generation you're a part of, we have to talk about it. And if you call me disrespectful, you call me rude, you call me all sorts of names, it doesn't matter because the truth matters, and we're going to talk about it. Last, at the end of the day, the truth does what? Set you free. That's what it says in the Bible. I'm not a Christian, but that's what it says. And if you actually listen to that as a code, the truth does set you free. The more honest you are in your family, the more honest you are in yourself, you can then make everyone free. For example, if you look at your family and you're kind of like, guys, we are poor. We are not multi-millionaires. Why are we all holding grudges towards each other? How does that make any sense? That makes no sense. If we were building an empire and we had multi-millions and that was the point, I can totally understand. But we don't have multi-millions. But because somebody said something about somebody else, all of a sudden, we're now holding grudges, not being able to operate as a family unit to deliver for the next generation. And that's the issue that I find. We can be very selfish as people. Okay, we are willing to destroy our whole entire family because emotionally we are unable to regulate ourselves. Do you get? So essentially, if we're unable to emotionally relegate ourselves, we're unable to talk and communicate, we go years and years and years and years without not talking to each other, then the kids that are supposed to be connected to their